video is going to be a makeup tutorial on the look that I'm wearing right here. I know I've been doing a lot of colorful and bold kind of fun looks to do lately on my channel, so I figured today I would sit down and do something a little bit more wearable. This is more kind of what I would think of like a daytime glamour type makeup look. I wanted to stick with something that I knew was going to be not too smoky but still look really pretty and bright, and I wanted to throw a little bit of shimmer in there too because I just love shimmers on the daytime and things like that. I think it's a really pretty look, as well as it kind of came out a little monochromatic, which I'm not hating. I actually really like it. I like the way that it's kind of all sort of in this peachy, rosy, brown family. So yeah, if you want to see how I get this look, then just keep on watching and we'll get right into the video. Okay, so I'm going to start off today by priming my eyes as per usual. I'm going to speed through this part because you guys see me do this a million times and there's nothing new. So I wasn't 100% sure what I was going to do today, but I think I kind of want to do like a daytime glam type look, something that you can wear that is pretty and a little bit glamorous, but not so much that you can't wear it during the day. So I'm going to go in with my shades that I use, of course, as you guys know, every single time I do my makeup, and that is going to be Creme Brulee and Peach Smoothie, both by Makeup Geek, on the Sigma E40 brush, and I'm going to blend this into my crease. Like I said, I start my eyes with this particular combination every single time I do a makeup look because it's just a perfect neutral transition shade for me. It's really important to find a good neutral transition shade. What that's going to do is help you blend out your eyeshadows easily. So like if you sometimes are going from like a dark shade to a light shade, if you don't have a good transition shade, it can look chunky and weird and you'll just like spend hours and hours trying to blend it out. I've done that before. It's such a pain. Next, I think I'm going to go in with this BH Cosmetics Modern Mattes palette, and I think I'm going to use a couple of shades from this palette. I'm going to definitely first go in with this shade right here. I'm going to put that right over top of what I just put in my crease with the same brush. Now I'm going to use a more precise brush. This is the Sigma E25, and I'm going to go in with this color right next to it, and I'm going to build in that crease as well. So basically we're just going from the lighter shades to the darker shades, building the color, getting a good transition, going from those shades while they're all kind of still in the same color palette, color family, just to build a little bit of dimension. Now I'm going to go back in with this same shade right here, and I'm going to intensify that a little bit, and I think I'm going to add something a little bit deeper in the corners. I'm not kind of sure what I'm doing exactly yet, but I'm going to make that a little bit more intense. So now I think I'm going to start deepening this up, and I think I'm going to keep it kind of relatively close to the corners because I don't want it to be so incredibly smoky that this turns into like a nighttime look. I still want to keep it daytime. So I think I'm going to go in with a combination of a couple colors. I think I might mix this one and this one together. Right here, these two shades right here for my outer, kind of like the outer V, sort of a little bit into my crease, and then I'm going to just keep it pretty low so that, like I said, it remains a daytime look instead of turning it into like a big nighttime look. And I'm going to use my MAC 226. Oh, when I just did that, I think I just put some in my drink. And I'm going to use my MAC 226. And I'm going to add this color slowly so that I don't deposit too much color too fast. So I'm just going in and intensifying that in a little bit and then blending it out and then intensifying, blending it out, just so I can get the right color and the right darkness that I want in the corners of the eye. Now I think I'm going to go in next and do something a little bit shimmery, because that's one of the good things that you can do when you're doing daytime looks. Even though they might have a little bit of smokiness to them, if you add a little bit of shimmer and keep it light and bright, it's a little bit more wearable for daytime stuff, like if you're going to work or if you're going out to lunch or whatever. You can keep that sort of really glamorous look, but not look like, okay, you're ready to head out to like a date night or something like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a loose pigment. This is the loose pigment in the shade Afterglow by Makeup Geek. This is absolutely beautiful, and it's a great daytime shimmer. So I'm just going to wet this Luxie 211 concealer brush with a little bit of Fix Plus to go in and use this a little bit more intensely, because anytime you, there's a hair. Anytime you wet your brush, it doesn't have to necessarily be with Fix Plus, it's just that this has a little bit of glycerin in it, so it helps it to stick to the lid better. But anytime you go in with a shadow that's got shimmer like that, with something wet, it's going to intensify it that much more, make it a little bit more like pow. Now, if you have hooded eyes, let this dry completely before you try to open your lid, otherwise you're going to have this all in the crease. I mean, I do anyway, and it's inevitable at the end of the night, probably even by the end of this video, this shimmery shade is going to be in my crease. It's just the way that my eyes are. But I try to get it as dry as I can before I do open my lid, to try to minimize that. But I mean, for me, it's inevitable. It happens. I mean, I just accept it and move on. Now I'm going to use my 226 MAC brush. And I'm going to go in with, let's see, I'm going to go in with this shade again, and I'm going to smooth out the line between my eyeshadow and that pigment, just so that there's not such a harsh line right there. Now I'm going to go in and just tight line my upper waterline with a black eye pole. This is just the Lord of Berry one, just to give a little bit of dimension for my eyelashes, because I am not going to be using false lashes today, since wearing false lashes every day is not realistic for me. So I'm just going to go in and line that. So I'm going to move on to the face. I'm going to speed through this a little bit because you guys have seen me do my face a million times, but I will tell you what I'm using today. First things first, I'm going to go in and moisturize my skin. I'm going to be using a combination of this. This is the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Face Moisturizer for sensitive skin, and this is a product by a brand called Image. It is the Ageless Total Pure Hyaluronic Filler. I mixed these two together to give a nice base for my skin. Okay, now that that's all soaked in, I'm going to prime my skin. I'm going to be using this. I have been loving this lately. Like, I have been using this stuff non-stop. This is probably one of the best primers I've ever used, and I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, I'm not gonna talk about too much because I'm pretty sure it's gonna be in my favorites video, but this is the No Pore Problem Primer by the brand Touch and Soul. This can be purchased at Sephora. For foundation today, I'm going to be using the Revlon Colorstay foundation for normal to dry skin in the shade 240, which is medium beige. This is a really nice drugstore foundation. I'm just going to put a pump right here on my beauty blender and just start working this into my skin. It's got pretty good coverage, but it doesn't make me cakey or dry. For concealer today, I'm going to be using the Smashbox Studio Skin 24-Hour Waterproof Concealer. I'm going to use this to conceal underneath my eyes as well as highlight my face and cover a little bit more of these freckles. To set that down, I'm going to use my RCMA No Color Powder. I'm going to set my, basically all the same places that I put concealer, I'm going to put this powder to set. Oh crap, I just spilled a bunch of this powder all over the place. Oops. So I'm going to go in and do my brows off camera and I'll be right back. I happen to put a card in the top corner of the video so that you can see an in-depth tutorial about how I do my brows, but since it's the same steps every single time I do them, I don't want to keep them in every single video because it'll kind of be like, okay, this again. So I'll be right back. Okay, so my brows are done. I'm going to go in and highlight my brow bone, and I'm going to use MAC Shroom. This is a really pretty highlight to use day or night. It's just a really gorgeous color and a really beautiful sheen. So before I go and finish the rest of my face, I'm going to finish my eyes. I'm not going to do anything too crazy on the bottom because, like I said, I don't want this to be, turning into a nighttime look. I'm really happy with the way that it came out. I think it's a really pretty, little bit, more subtle daytime glamorous look. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to line my bottom waterline with that same liner that I used before. Just the waterline though. I'm not going to do my tight line or anything like that. I don't know. I feel like this got crepey under my eyes. See that? I think it got like kind of crepey under there. Okay. Then I'm going to go in with my smudger brush as soon as I can find him. Aha. So I'm going to go in and do my bottom waterline. And I want to use maybe either this shade or this shade. I'm kind of torn. I don't know exactly which one to use because I want to keep it glamorous, but I want to keep it daytime. So maybe I'll go in with this darker pink one here, and then I'm going to smudge it out with the lighter pink one. So I'm going to go in and contour my face with my NARS Eater Brush and my Hoola bronzer from Benefit, and contour out my cheekbones and my jawline. I'm going to speed through this too because you guys have seen this, and I'll also put a card on the top with a video detailing of how I contour my face as well. For blush today, I'm going to be using this. This is the BH Cosmetics Nude 10 Color Blush Palette. This guy also, man, what a surprise. Like, I knew when I saw it online it was going to be awesome, but actually using it is even better. I have a feeling this is going to be my favorites too. Like, I'm giving you basically like a sneak peek of my favorites video because all these products I am loving. But I'm going to go in and I think I'm going to use this shade right here. It's a really pretty neutral shade. I don't know. I've been like totally obsessed with this blush palette lately, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I bought this. This is kind of turning into like a very monochromatic look. Very peachy tan. To bronze up my skin, then I'm going to use Too Faced bronzing powder in Sweet Tea. And just this old Sona Kashuk brush. I'm just going to lightly bronze. I'm not going to do a whole lot of bronzing. Just make sure everything kind of matches and looks like I've been kind of kissed by the sun. So I figured I'm going to stay with this whole kind of monochromatic pinky tan look I've got going on here. And I'm going to go in with the Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick and the shade Pink Quartz. I don't use this highlight often because it's a very unique color, but it is absolutely beautiful, and I love pink highlights. I absolutely love pink highlights, and I think with this particular look, this is going to look really, really pretty. So before I do mascara and lips, I'm going to go in and set my face down with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Setting Spray. And I'm going to scoop back because I have some sparkling water right here and I don't want to get setting spray in my water. So I'm going to go in and curl my lashes, and then I'm going to be using this combo right here. These are both from L'Oreal. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous Base, and this is the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. The combination of these two lately I have been absolutely loving. They are awesome. You guys, this mascara, I'm dying. Can you see this? Like, it's so pretty. I mean, it really, you guys, this mascara, if you have not tried it, try it. This stuff is awesome. Basically, what I think this pretty much is what my Voluminous Superstar is, but in different tubes. Because this is the way my Voluminous Superstar mascara makes my lashes look. Like, I can't even. This mascara is, I'm obsessed with it. It's so good. Okay, enough with that. For lips. So for lips, I'm going to use my Milani Color Statement Lip Liner in 03 Nude. I'm going to line my whole lips, and then I'm just going to go over top with this Sephora lip gloss, and this one is in the shade 02. Alright, so I'm going to do something with this hair, and I'll be right back. Alright, you guys, so that's going to complete this video. I hope you really enjoyed it. Like I said, I want to do something that's a little bit more wearable because I know I've been doing a lot of bold and colorful looks on my channel lately. So give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Click subscribe to see more videos from me. Don't forget SPF is your best friend, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!